Hi, welcome to Part of My Frenchie. This is me, 143. If you don't have a friend, you have two now. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're here, Rosie's on the couch with me right now. I don't know where, well, Coco's chewing on a bone or something, and Lola's also laying next to her house. Everybody today, it is Frenchie Friday, so this is our fun day. Tuesday's Pet Loss Tuesday. If you're new here, please put your name in the chat. If you're not new here, still put your name in the chat. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm glad that you chose to spend part of your Friday evening tuning in today. Hello, beautiful moderator. The beautiful moderator is still out of town, helping with family members, and she's doing an amazing job there. God love her. Oh, Dave and Patty are there, or Dave and Violet. Sorry, Dave and Violet. Does Violet ever sit with Patty, Dave, or does she just stick with you? I always wondered if she just always. Oh, hey, Michelle, welcome, Michelle. Nice to see you. Hey. Well, it's good on Fridays that we start at 8 o'clock because I believe Wheel of Fortune is off after that, or it's on before that. I have to give Dave a hard time because the moderator, spilled some beans on him the other day that while he watches my show, he watches Wheel of Fortune because it comes on at the same time. Well, Wheel of Fortune's on in the background. It's on in the background. So, because he would rather pay attention to this show than watch Wheel of Fortune. Although, in his defense, she splits her time. In his defense, he's been a Wheel of Fortune fan for, a very, very long time. So, I don't even know if Vanna White's still on there. Is she still on there or did she retire yet? I do know that she went from flipping the letters to actually just touching them to make it easier on her. But Bubba's chewing on a stick, and what do you call it? Coco is chewing on something rather. I don't know what she's chewing on, some toy or something like that. So, she made a mess. Oh, hey, how are you? Hi, welcome, 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 Sunshine Girl. Yes. I know, and you know what? I was not able to see all of the comments that were. No, you're fine. You're fine. I was not able to see all of the comments, but I did. There was a couple that I saw, and with your name popping up, and I wanted to say hi. I'm so glad that I turned. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Vanna's still on. Good. Hi, Terry. How are you? Welcome. Yeah, I'm Sunshine Girl. Thank you so much. Yeah, I was so happy when your name popped up there on her live last night. So that was so much fun. I was so glad that her show was recommended because I will tell you what, I reached out to her immediately after I gotten her information because this Tuesday coming up, we're having our, Tuesdays are our Pet Loss Tuesdays. And before I had mentioned, good. Oh, yay. Hello, Michael. How are you? Oh, good. Well, good. I'm glad. We're only here for an hour, but you can rewatch it. No, but thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, so I reached out to Mary right away, and she responded right away, and we set up a phone call. Hello, Lucas. How are you? And Mary responded right away, and she put me on a conference call with Jason, who's also on the show. Hey, Patty. Hello. And so I talked to them for about an hour. Hello, Sunshine Girl. And hello, Howard. So we talked for about an hour, the three of us. I will tell you what, two wonderful people. And then when we had the show yesterday, I was on her show yesterday, and it was myself, Mary, Jason, and then there was another medium there whose name was Susan. And wonderful people, absolutely wonderful people. It's one of those, I don't know if you've had a situation where when you meet somebody, it feels, and you start talking to them, it feels like you've known them forever. And that is just how these three were. It's just like you knew them forever. Just really, I'm a pretty good judge of character. And thank you, thank you, thank you. And they, I mean, just very, very good people, very, very good people with good intentions. And I love people like that. And, people will always say about, there's all these bad people in the world and blah, 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 blah. I still to this day think that there are more good people in this world than there are bad. The bad ones just stick out because they make the most noise and they may usually make the news. So, but no, I was so ecstatic about them. And I'm ecstatic about having them on our show Tuesday. So Tuesday, Pet Loss Tuesday, this Tuesday will be Mary and Jason. I don't know if Susan's going to be there or not, but it will be Mary and Jason at least. So Susan's more than welcome. Like I said, I enjoyed all of them. So it was really, really, yeah, I know, I'm excited. It was a really, really good time yesterday. And I learned a lot. I learned a lot. That's another thing I enjoy about, shoot shows and collaborating with other people as well is, you get an opportunity to really learn about what they do or what they see. And, people that, that we have, YouTube shows and we put a lot of hard work and preparation into them. And, we all do it with some sort of mission, and the mission's not, typically to make money, because I'll tell you what, it's extremely hard to make money on YouTube. So we spend more money on it than we do make on it. But, the bottom line goal is, for me is to help people, and, for other people, it's, to deliver messages. And so it's a good thing. And it's really important when, like you people take your time out of your lives to spend with us and, get a glimpse into our world, get a glimpse into our mission, what we like to do, and, build this community. Because, once you're here, you're friends. Once you're here, you're family. And that's kind of the beauty of it all. Even Rosie agrees. Right, Rosie? Rosie's like, Rosie's mean mugging Coco over there, who's chewing on her toy. I do. I hope you could tell that this whole thing is such a passion of mine. And, just being able to erase that stigma of, see how bad that dog. I was like, say she was going to take my dog down from there. No, she's a good girl. But I'm just glad she's up on this side today, because usually she sits on the other side. Nobody can see her. Nobody can see her pretty face. But yeah, so I was so excited when I was on the show last night. It was so. See, this is what she does to me. Knocks everything off, and she oh, see, look, see what are you doing? Oh, do we think we're gonna bite on that? No. Knocking my pillows over. See, this is not her toy, and this toy. It's no. Stop. This is okay. So this is where the realism comes in on shows. This is not a dog toy. This actually is one of those support toys, and it weighs a pretty good amount. So this is not yours. So Rosie has about 7,000. It's out here. You take this. Sorry, but yeah. So Rosie has about 7,000 toys. I know, right? I should feed Rosie more of them. No, but anything that Rosie thinks is like a plush or whatever. Now she's up here. She stole Coco's toy, so now she'll be over here. Coco's looking all mad. But anyways, yeah, that's anything plush. I'm shocked she hasn't gotten this guy yet. Because he's old and vintage and so forth. But anyways, yeah. So that's my little bad potato. She thinks just everything is hers. But I was shocked because like that thing has been sitting there for months now, and she has not bothered it. So for her to just do that was, lots and lots of fun. But anyways, so, and yeah, I'll touch base on this real quick. I'm in the process of working with our representatives in Ohio to push the Ohio Companion Animal Bereavement Leave Act. Uh, Nothing like it exists currently, and what it would do is it would be offering bereavement time, up to 2 days for people who lose a companion animal, and it protects both the employer and employee, and it's written really well so that it's a really happy medium for both the employer and employee, while still helping with the needs of pet owners when they lose a beloved pet. So yeah, it's if I can get it pushed through here in Ohio, then I'm gonna hopefully get the sponsorship from our governor or senator to be able to take it to the federal level, but I have to have their sponsorship first. So thought I'd start with Ohio and then try to get it pushed up further. The fun fact of it all is I've never done it before or done anything like it before. I've never been in politics or anything like that. So this is all a new learning experience for me, which I, I enjoy that thoroughly. I enjoy anything where I can try something new and figure things out. And, also a good thing is I don't really take no for an answer. So it may be a long journey, but I plan on succeeding. Uh, so we will see we'll see how long it takes, but like I said, it's a very good initiative. I also have on change.org. There's a petition that people can go and sign. You don't have to live in Ohio in order to sign it. Go to change.org, and then if you put in the Ohio Companion Animal Bereavement Leave Act, that's a lot. It'll pop up, or even if you Google Ohio Companion Animal Bereavement Leave Act, it'll pop it right up. But I can also put the information into the comments and so forth after the show. So I appreciate everybody's support on it. Like I say, you don't have to live in Ohio as long as they're seeing that people are supporting it, or have interest in thinking that it's a necessity, which it is. I said it on Mary's show last night, but I did have one person that said to me, well, I don't know if it's really the right time to push something like that. And I said, you're right, it's not. It was the right time 50 years ago. But now, we're a little late on it. People have been suffering with pet loss and grief and having, this disenfranchised grief where they have to hide it from the population because it's just a dog or just a cat, according to, society. We don't want that anymore. It's not fair. It's not good. And it doesn't benefit the employee. It doesn't benefit the employer when you have grieving pet owners there that are worried about their job and they're not going to function. I don't know how many times that you've gone to work and you've been having, just an awful day. How productive are you compared to when you come in and you have a great day? So not saying that 2 days is enough, but my thing is it's something that a player can show compassion and show that they really care about their employees. So, hey, Adam, welcome. Glad that you are here. Glad to see you. Glad. So, but yeah, anyways, back to our intros. You're on the Frenchie Revolution. Again, that's my best friend, Lisa. She's got my Frenchie bag, which was nice. And then we Adam, you got to send me your picture. Same thing with Sunshine Girl. We got Michelle and Bubba, Adam and Angel, Patty and Violet. I got to get Dave up there too. And the beautiful moderator who is helping family right now out of town, but she still can tune in and help her mother with, oh, shush, when is your birthday? Happy birthday. What do you mean technically? Is it what is it today or is it tonight? When is it? Spill it. When is your birthday? That's exciting. We've got a birthday. Yay. Love that. Oh, that's exciting. I love birthdays. What a good month too. End of July. Sunshine Girl, when was your birthday? You had a birthday then this month? Hey, Adam, how are you? I didn't miss you, did I? No, okay, good. You were here. Oh, August, okay, yours is August 19th. Oh, Dave had a picture taken by the camera, bro. Get out of town. We should probably put birthdays in here. When's everybody's birthday? I'm kind of curious on that. I'm in October, so I'm a Libra. I'm the middle October 16th, so I'm the middle of October, which I love fall. Fall is my favorite. Which is why the moderator's middle name is Autumn, even though she was born in July. Oh, no, November 15th. Okay, so I'm October, you're November. We're almost a month apart. Probably not in age-wise, but date-wise. Yeah, I love birthdays. It's everybody's kind of special day. Ooh, okay, so Michelle's May? Are you May? Then the co-producer's a Taurus, and so is my son. The moderator is a Cancer. She's July. She just had her birthday. And then I don't know what's March and April. Beginning of April, end of March. Because that would be Dave and Patty. Yeah. I'm trying to think. I guess maybe Mary the Medium could tell us that. April. Oh, you're okay. So you're in April. Okay. Oh no, what? Yo, you don't really? Wow. How cool is that? Michelle, you and your dog have the same birthday? Now, if that isn't fate, I don't know what is. I'll tell you what, I can't wait. Again, I can't wait till Tuesday. I know I keep talking about this, but the stuff that if nobody caught Mary's show last night, I have it on my channel as well if you wanted to watch it. I just learned so much stuff on their show. I mean, they've got some. I did say Dave and Patty. So yeah, Dave, I don't know what your signs are. So you're beginning of April and Patty's the end of March. Is that what Sunshine Girl's saying? That's Aries? Are those Aries? I love it. I don't know why. I love astrology stuff. It's amazing it's amazing all the okay, so okay, Aries. Okay, so yeah, okay. Yay. Well, you're not that far from them, are you, Patty? You're on the opposite recliner, telling them what it is. But so yeah, if you're new here, chime on in. Put your name in the chat. Join us. The more the merrier. The more people interact, the more YouTube says that people actually like me, and want to tune in. So, but yeah. So, anyways, one of the things that I'm excited about too is Sunday. I'm very blessed to work at this wonderful company, and one of the things that they do is they have big guest boxes, suites at like different arenas. So we have different suites for our company, and whenever performers or things like that, people come to do shows, concerts, things like that. They'll raffle off tickets throughout the company. You put your name in, and I win every so often. And so I was able to win the tickets to our suite at the arena on this Sunday, and it is for the Barry Manilow concert. I am so excited. I'm so excited to go see Barry Manilow. I mean, for those of us that are a little bit older, you know who Barry Manilow is. Copacabana, Knew You Were Waiting. Yeah, I mean, there's all sorts of his. Oh, this incense! I'm gonna have to move that. But looks like we made it. I mean, all these great Barry Manilow songs, Mandy, and I am so just stoked about going to this Barry Manilow concert. The other people that I work with, they're quite they're maybe, I don't know, 20 years younger than I am. And, you know, I would love to. I would love to. Um, but they, that's the good thing is when you go, uh, yeah, well, Adam, you would be shocked. I like all, I like all sorts of music. But too, it's going to be like a stupid incense. It's going to be a fun concert. Um, I think I just made the smoke worse. It's going to be a fun concert. I made it worse. It's like a damn Halloween show in here now. Here, I'll move it over this way. But yeah, so the good thing is that a lot of people in the company are a lot younger, but they, so they don't really enter the raffles for Barry Manilow. They'll enter the concerts for the rappers and so forth that we have. I think he is. Well, how old is Barry Manilow? Like 80 or something? How old is Barry Manilow? 80? 85? No, 80. 80. Okay, I'm told that Barry Manilow is 80 or like around 80 years old. Oh, 83, Dave says. Yeah. And I mean, still kicking it at 83. So I'm super excited about going to that tomorrow. Thank you. I do, Michelle. I do know the words to a lot of the songs, and I will sing along, and I will sing along very loudly, and very embarrassingly loudly. And I'm sure if I have a cocktail or two, the singing will probably be a little bit louder than it should. And I feel extremely bad for the people that might be sitting around me. But that's their problem. That's not my problem. I'm just going to have a good time. So I'm excited about that. Tomorrow, I don't know. I probably should have Googled this. I could have Googled this, but every year we have the big Ohio State Fair, big state fair. It's like the end of all state fair or state or the city fairs. No, Patty is not that old. No, she is not. But we have the big Ohio State Fair this time of year. It started. I can't judge with all that old music. I like a lot of old music. What did we go see a few years ago? Well, I mean, it's more than a few years ago, probably like 10 years ago. We went to see at the casino here. They had Tony Orlando and Dawn. And so we went to see Tony Orlando and Dawn. And the funny thing about that was they had, the Beatles are great. They're great. Tony Orlando was up there and he was, honoring veterans. And he was saying like, who in the crowd was in, Desert Storm. And there was like no clapping. Who in the crowd was from like the Vietnam War, and you got maybe like a couple claps, and he's like, who here is from like World War II? And like the place like lit up with like people clapping, and I was just sitting there going, wow, I'm really in a old genre here. But oh yeah, I like him. I like Wayne Newton. I like anything kind of hokey. On top of like the new stuff, of course. I'm not just like in the old stuff. I like all the new stuff too, but there's something about the older songs. They really told a story. The music's fun. They told a story. I mean, heck, Dave took me to the Weird Al Yankovic and Monkees concert. I can't remember what year that was. Oh, Michelle, I took the moderator to One Direction when she was, moderator, how old were you when we went to that concert? She had to have been, I'm trying to think of how old, she was something. She had to be a teenager, maybe 14, 15 when I took her to the One Direction. 15. Okay. Yeah, she was 15. And Michelle, I will tell you this, when we were getting ready to go, when we were getting ready to go to the concert, I came downstairs with a T-shirt on that said "Future Mrs. Styles," Future Mrs. like Harry Styles, and just I had to embarrass her. Figured, we were going to her boy band concert, and I had to embarrass her there. But before I took her to see One Direction, New Kids on the Block happened to be in town. Yeah. Oh, hey, Brady. Oh, my little Brady's on. Not my little Brady. He's 13. My young man Brady is on. And he's on vacation right now. So he's out and having a wonderful time in Tennessee with another family that are friends with us. They've been zip lining and tubing and going to Dollywood and right. I Adam, I like to keep I like to keep things fun, 100% fun. So yeah, but my Brady is having a wonderful time, and he's had a wonderful week, and I'm very, very grateful that he was able to have a good time. I think they come home Sunday. I'm not exactly sure, but when he does come home, I will probably be with Barry Manilow, not with Barry Man at his concert. let me clarify that for so that there's no you know allegations against Barry Manilow. So yeah, but so before I took her to One Direction. New Kids on the Block was in concert, and I said, before you see your boy band, I said I want you to see the boy band that I grew up running around to concerts at, and so we got to see the New Kids on the Block concert, and which was great. I think it was New Kids on the Block. It was like Nelly and Salt and Pepper. It was like a few people up there, but the cool thing was when I was a kid and I went to the New Kids on the Block concerts, my concerts were different when in the 80s and 90s. So, and they back then $50-$60 ticket was pretty damn expensive. Now they're like freaking $100-$200, which I'll be 100% transparent with you. I have to really like the entertainer in order to pay for something like that. And if I'm paying $200, they damn well better be singing to me at dinner or something. Because I can't justify paying like $200 for a concert. I just can't. I don't know why. Especially if I'm going to be sitting up in the nosebleeds or whatever. It's just weird to me. But the cool thing was going to the New Kids on the Block concert was, now that I'm an adult and I'm financially secure, I can actually get decent tickets for a price and be able to like touch them, compared to when I was a kid and all the way up in the nosebleeds and it says, oh no, okay, well, have a good rest of your night, Sunshine. Thank you for checking in, though. Thank you. Hopefully we'll see you on Tuesday. We'll see you on Tuesday. So and be safe tonight, okay? Whatever you're doing, be safe. And thank you for taking time out too and stopping in. I appreciate you. But yeah, so it was one of those things where it was like such a yes, good. See you Tuesday. It was one of those things where it was kind of nice to be able to actually, New Kids on the Block never did. And Patty says New Kids on the Block never did get all the Scotch tape off of the bedroom walls. We did. We covered our bedroom walls and posters. New Kids on the Block and Duran Duran and Motley Crue and all just. But that was a thing back then. Like, you didn't have wallpaper. You had like posters from Bop and all these other teen magazines. You pulled out all these posters and you taped them up all over the place. And I don't know if kids do that anymore. I mean, my son has like one or two. Are you making fun of me? Adam, are you making fun of me? But I don't know if they do that anymore. I mean, that was like a huge thing when we were younger. Was you got all these posters, you put them up on the walls, and it was just wall to wall posters. So, but anyways, so and then tomorrow is, well, it started yesterday, I believe. the Ohio State Fair. So, and I don't know about I don't know about you. I don't know in I this is what I was saying I was going to Google. I'm not sure like in other countries do they have fair like county fair like we our county fairs are every county has a fair, right? And and part of the fair is, you know, the kids will have they have 4-H where they have pigs, horses, goats, whatever, farm animals, and they raise them throughout the year, and then they go and they show them at the fair, and that's one of the big part of the fair. And then there's other ones where there's like exhibits and people can do sewing exhibits. There's all sorts of different things that you can enter, to win prizes, and it's a huge community thing. On top of then they have the big carnivals and music and tractor races and all sorts of things. And ever since I was a kid, I love the fair. The fair is just like this. I don't know. It's a mix of like this whole like a down home feeling, right? Oh, okay, good. Yes, you have and Bubba comes with. He gets good. Okay, yeah. So, is it more like yes? And Ohio, Ohio, one of the I think it's kind of weird, but Ohio has this thing where at the state fair they have a butter cow, and what it is every year they have, and it's made out of butter. But I mean, it's like a life-size cow made out of butter, and then they have another like display, whatever's picked for the state of Ohio, and they make it all out of butter, and it's this huge thing. One of the many odd things at the fair. But when we had, I'm going to embarrass her because the so we were not farm people at all. We were more city people. I grew up in the city, but when we moved to the smaller town, we were kind of, more in the city. It was a kind of a rural area, but still it had, the city. And I grew up in the city, so we couldn't have farm animals and things like that. But I wanted the moderator to be, kind of get some sort of exposure to farm life and things like that. So I had gotten her into a 4-H group, and we decided to show we decided to show pigs in this 4-H group, and I am clueless about pigs. I am clueless about pigs. The person that had the pig that my daughter was showing had a farm, so we would go out there. She would go out there and take care of the pigs and learn about the pigs and all this stuff. And so then when it came down to the fair, I can't even remember. Brittany, how old were you? She had to be under 10 years old. And, I had her dressed up really cute. She really looked like a city kid. All of these other farm kids are in like checkers and jeans, and I have her in these like, shiny pink cowboy boots and her hair up in pigtails. And, pigs, you have to have this little stick that you kind of like move them along with. And I decorated her stick. Yeah. Okay. So probably 7. And she did amazing. She did amazing with these pigs. Right. And I think she maybe came, I don't remember if she came in like maybe 3rd place or she did it a couple times. But then out of like at the very last minute, there was a category in the 4-H, and it was for wool. And it was like make a wool outfit, and then you will show your wool outfit while you walk out with a sheep. So you'll have a sheep, and you'll parade the wool outfit that, basically comes from sheep, right? So again, city people don't have farm animals. My bright idea was let's enter her into this, not knowing how to sew. Not, I told you. Even going back to the earlier this conversation, I am one that, hey, it looks fun. Let's try it, right? Okay, so yeah, Adam, okay, you have local fairs too. Yeah, Yeah, see, okay, see, there's, okay, see, I told you I should have, I should have Googled. Um, but yeah, so I entered her into this, and I contacted one of my best friends, and I said, hey, because she's one of those Martha Stewarty, she can sew and she can bake, and she's a wonderful, wonderful woman. And I said, hey, I said, I entered Brittany into this wool contest. Is there a way you can make her a wool, like a, I don't know, outfit? And she's like, okay, yeah, that's great. And then I'm like, well, now we have to find a sheep. So we found this other like 4-H family sheep. And then I'm like, well, I wanted to theme it because I thought it'd be cute to have a theme. And my late mother-in-law came up with, because, we grew up and, we watched I Love Lucy growing up. And she's like, well, you've got a sheep and you've got wool. Like, we could make her 1950s and have like Baba Lou on her apron. So I dressed Brittany up as I Love Lucy, Lucille Ball, and she had her wool outfit and went out with a sheep and paraded around, and she came in first prize. So this is this is little Brittany down here with her little I Love Lucy Babaloo, grand prize for her outfit, and it's interesting because kind of how I was looking at, going to the fair tomorrow. I remembered this and I'm like, oh my God, that was such a great memory, right? And then I was looking because I'm like, oh, what's the second thing that you love about going to the fair except for, I love looking at the animals and things like that. But the second thing is the food. Like, who doesn't love fair food, right? I absolutely love fair food. And so I thought, I'm like, every year, like our fair comes up with, what's the new food? What's, because you always get corn dogs and fried vegetables and stuff, which are all equally very good, right? And all your staple stuff. Now, Ohio does have, because one of our big donut companies is Krispy Kreme. And this is going to sound gross. I'll be very honest. But it is a Krispy Kreme donut, which is essentially just a glazed donut. They cut it in half and they put a cheeseburger in the middle. And you're like, yeah, that is freaking gross, right, Jen? No, it's not. I'm telling you right now. And I'm not like a, picky eater, but the flavor between like the saltiness of the hamburger and the sweetness of the Krispy Kreme donut is phenomenal. Now, people will like put lettuce and tomato and stuff. I don't do that. And I don't put ketchup. I just do it like with just the cheese, the hamburger, and then the burger. Amazing. And people were like raving about this thing. And I'm like, I don't know. I tried it. And every year now, I've got to get that stupid Krispy Kreme burger. Now, granted, it is probably like 8,000 calories and a heart attack waiting to happen. That is why I get it once a year. And that's probably the only time they ever serve it. I guess you can make them at home. But I started I'm like, well, what else would they have new here at the fair? So I pulled up a list to see if there was anything like interesting on there for, me to try and taste tomorrow. And again, went down like this major rabbit hole on different things. But they have these Biscoff Biscoff cookie butter frozen cheesecake, creamy New York cheesecake on a stick that gets dunked in homemade cookie butter shell and rolled into Biscoff cookies. Now, I love my country. I love my country with all my heart and soul. But I will be the first person to say that we do some messed up things when it comes to food. If it looks interesting, we will try it. And I know, like in other countries, they say that Americans were like gluttons, and we always have like 10 times the portion size and everything, and that is true. That is 100% true. We have big portion size, and if we want to have a heart attack on a plate, damn it, we will find out how to do that. So here's another one. This one kind of grossed me out a little bit. It's catfish on a stick. That's new this year. Tender catfish pieces are skewered and fried to a golden crunch, served with classic southern sides. I don't know if I can get down with that. Maybe if I was a catfish person, I don't like fish too much in general, but that was an interesting one. This one was kind of gross. Caribbean jerk cheese steak. Oh no, actually no. This one is kind of good. Hang on. Caribbean jerk cheese steak. Our seasoned cheesesteak gets a Caribbean twist, chicken breast topped with tangy jerk sauce and melted cheese. That one actually sounds pretty good, right? That one sounds good. Um, let's see. Churro Korean corn dog. How many ways can you remix a corn dog? Let's see. Try mozzarella cheese rolled in cinnamon sugar and corn dog batter. So that might be interesting. Uh, that might be interesting. So cinnamon sugar, mozzarella cheese rolled in cinnamon sugar, and then corn dog batter. That one might be interesting. This one, a Cracker Jack sundae, vanilla ice cream meets caramel, peanuts, popcorn, and M&Ms. So that one seems decent. Let's see. Dill pickle cashew and dill pickle pistachios, freshly roasted toasted nuts, and secret dill pickle seasoning. Now, I don't know about you guys, but it seems like the pickle thing is getting out of control. Everything is like pickle. They have pickle lemonade. I can't remember where that was at. Moderator tried it. I did not. I like pickles. I don't need it that much in my life. Where was it at, moderator? I think it was Sonic or something. It was pickle lemonade. No, Canes. I don't remember. But yeah, and I'm like, sounds gross. Anyway, I think she liked it. I don't know. Let's see. There was what is this? No, this okay. Let's see. Hang on. Fluffer Nutter funnel cakes. A warm funnel cake is heaped with gooey marshmallow topping and rich Reese's peanut butter sauce. Right? Have you tried? No. What's black pudding? Oh, it's revolting. Wait, what's revolting? The black pudding? No, what's in black pudding? Now I gotta look that. I'm gonna write that down. The hell's in black? What's in black pudding? I'm gonna look that up. Oh, that doesn't even sound. I mean, oh, Popeyes. Okay, Popeyes is where it was at. Pickled smelt. Ugh. That doesn't sound good. I'm not a fish person though, but maybe it is good. I mean, was it good? Was that pickled smelt good? But hot blue taki fries, crispy fresh cut fries smothered in cheddar cheese sauce and finished with bold dusting blue heat Takis. Uh-oh. Let's see. This one sounds interesting. Organic maple cotton candy and maple popcorn. Freshly made delicious maple cotton candy and popcorn are irresistible. That sounds kind of good. Let's see. Pickle me hot chicken pizza. Hand-tossed fresh-made pizza dough is topped with freshly mozzarella cheese, chicken, pickles, and sriracha. Could be interesting, but again, we're piling on the pickles. And I like pickles. Let's see. Root beer cream puff. Now, root beer cream puff. Schmidt's is a big restaurant around us, and they make these delicious. Took the moderator for. Oh Jesus. This restaurant by Schmidt's makes these amazing cream puffs, and years ago, I started making the same cream puffs, and they're amazing. I should make another batch because I do love them. But I make them in all sorts of flavors, like chocolate, pistachio. The cream, the flavor in the middle is different. But this looks like this year Schmidt's came out with root beer cream puffs. The flavor profile is newly released root beer, which originates just a few short years before um, they started their tradition of making cream puffs. So root beer, that could be interesting. That could be an interesting one. Um, let's see. Starberry cobbler funnel cakes, strawberries, blueberries, cream cheese, and honey granola. Again, like if you are thinking that you are going to have any kind of um, diet when you go to this thing, you are not. Tex-Mex float Dr. Pepper flavored dipping dots are paired with creamy sriracha for a float that is a little bit Texas. I don't know about that. I like sriracha. I don't know if I want to put Dr. Pepper and dipping dots in it. Let's see. So then I decided to look up other fairs to see what they have. And in Texas and Iowa, they have deep fried butter. Again, welcome to the US. Invented in the state fair of Texas, a frozen stick of butter is dipped in honey cinnamon batter and fried for a minute. It melts completely into warm, liquidy fat center and bursts out when you bite into the crispy shell. I, I hope you don't have any cholesterol problems. And also in Texas, they have deep fried bubble gum. That is another thing that we do here in the US. We deep fry everything, almost everything. So deep fried bubble gum, award-winning creation at the State Fair in Texas, is not made of real gum. It's marshmallow soaked in bubblegum extract, coated with vibrant pink batter, and flash fried, drizzled in blue icing and chiclets. Still ultimately healthy for you. Let's see. Deep fried Jello is also in Utah and Texas. They've got cubes of cherry gelatin packed into panko breadcrumbs. The trick is freezing the gelatin solid so it survives the boiling hot oil, but it creates a crunchy outer crust wrapped around cool, jiggling core. Let's see. Let's see what else. Deep fried black olives in Minnesota. Let's see. The savory snack consists of 6 jumbo black olives stuffed to the brim with mozzarella cheese and skewered on a stick, heavily battered and deep fried. It's paired with a warm marinara dipping sauce. I am not right. Well, I know, right? I haven't either, Michelle. That's why they probably only come out once at the fair, like once a year at these fairs. Now, I'm not a big black olive fan, but that one doesn't sound bad. This next one sounds good because I do like anything that is labeled Thanksgiving dinner. We have here around November, they make these Thanksgiving pizzas, which, I mean, again, if you're on a diet, you're not touching this stuff. But you've got your pizza crust, and then the bottom layer is gravy, and then they do like a layer of cranberry, and then they do turkey, and then they do dressing, and then they bake it. Sometimes I think they put green beans on it as well, and it sounds disgusting. However, it is amazing. It is amazing flavor pop. Shockingly enough, DiGiorno, the company DiGiorno, comes out with the frozen version of it, and it's like $10 or $12 for one pizza. 100% worth it. 100% worth it. You put that sucker in the oven, and I'm not a big frozen pizza person either, but you throw that sucker in the oven, and man, your house smells like Thanksgiving. We also have a place here in town that has a sub. It's called the Thanksgiving Sub, and it's the same thing. It's like shredded turkey and like stuffing and gravy and cranberry, and it's horrible. It's horrible for you, but it's really, really good. It's really, really good. Let's see. Like Elvis, yes, Elvis had deep fried banana sandwiches. Those were his favorite. Adam, I went to Graceland years and years ago, and they talked about how, when he came home late at night, he would have those banana sandwiches. Deep fried beer is in Texas. The most creative is let's see, they fill pockets of pretzel dough with liquid craft beer. They seal them tightly and then flash fry them for 20 seconds so the alcohol doesn't evaporate, delivering a hot explosion of beer through the dough in your mouth. Also in Scotland, they use to love deep fried. We have those too. Deep fried Mars bars, Snickers bars. Yeah, that's here huge here too. Deep fried ranch dressing. Deep fried. um, let's see. It's ranch dressing is mixed with cream cheese and herbs, frozen in solid cubes, coated in panko breadcrumbs, and deep fried. It's served hot with a side of buffalo sauce. When I said that we deep fry everything, that's here you go. Deep fried bacon wrapped pickles in Iowa. Jumbo dill pickle is stuffed with cream cheese. That actually kind of sounds good. Wrapped entirely with thick bacon and dipped in heavy cornmeal batter and fried until the bacon is perfectly crispy. Yes, we have deep fried Mars bars. Yeah, see? That must be like somebody genius came up with that. Deep fried deviled eggs in Ohio and Indiana. Southern classic turned crunchy. Hard boiled egg whites coated with breadcrumbs and fried until crispy. That might be an interesting one. Now let me ask you who's buying this one. Deep fried bull testicles, known famously as the Rocky Mountain oysters. Uh, these peeled, flattened, and deep fried organs are a notorious dare to eat staple across several Western states. So I don't know who is going to be stepping up and having those, and they might be good. I'm not sure. They have mealworm apples, a common shock in the Arizona State Fair, where classic sweet caramel apples are rolled in a crunchy, thick coating of dried mealworms instead of nuts. That is disgusting. That is absolutely disgusting. Let's see. A Twinkie dog. Hang on. Never tried it, but tried to make deep fried. What is it? Camembert cheese? What is that? Is it good? I'm going to write that down too. Was it hard to make? I'm gonna look at that. Interesting. Twinkie dog is a regular hot dog link jammed directly into a sweet cream-filled Twinkie. Ugh. So hot dog inside of a Twinkie, and then dunked in cornmeal batter and completely deep fried. Yeah. Python kebabs. Yes, you've heard that correct. Python, like as in the snake. Skewered chunks of real python meat grilled over open flame on a midway, known for having its incredibly high, tough, rubbery, and gamey texture. I've never had snake before. I've had alligator before. Alligator bites are huge here. Those are actually decent. I didn't mind those at all. They actually did kind of taste like chicken. Not sure about python. Might be good. I don't know. Let's see. Coolix, a southern fair favorite. Massive dill pickles are completely soaked in sugary flavored liquid Kool-Aid until they turn bright neon red or purple. Just dip. Wait, what is it? Okay, just dip an egg in breadcrumbs and fry. Oh, interesting. I might try that because we have a fryer. I bet that would be good. Did it turn out well when you did it? I know I did when I strayed away from the food on this because I wanted to see what other kind of weirdo things that we do at our fairs. In Iowa, they have a husband calling contest. It's a it's a loud legacy competition at the Iowa State Fair, where contestants take their grandstand stage to scream, yell, and chant for their spouses. Judges score the performance strictly on volume, tone, and creativity. I think that would actually be an interesting one to see because all the people that yell for their husbands in stores and everything else. This one is interesting. Lima costume contest in Nebraska, Indiana, and Minnesota. Livestock handlers skip traditional showmanship things in the ring, and they dress themselves as real live llamas in matching homemade costumes. They compete for top ribbons while pandering through the fairgrounds disguised as everything from pop stars to dynamic duels. Yeah. Oh, that's Dave says that's why he's deaf. Patty yelling for him all the time. I like that. In North Dakota, they have the Redneck Relay, a fiercely competitive team race in North Dakota State Fair, which celebrates rural humor. Team dashes through grueling obstacle courses involving greased watermelon carry lines, whipped corn tosses, and aggressive whipped cream pie eating. That's fun. Turkey calling in Ohio. Looks like we have a Midway contestants at the Ohio State Fair skip artificial hunting calls entirely. They utilize only their raw vocal cords to yelp, chuckle, and gobble at wild turkeys. So there's that here. I didn't even know that we had that here. In Colorado, they have the Pet Rock Olympics, a lighthearted tradition in the Colorado State Fair where children bring rocks painted as athletes to compete in the non-athletic events. Judges hand out official ribbons for the farthest distance rolled and the best dressed rock. Quirky animal competitions that we have. California has the pig agility courses. In California State, young pigs ditch the standard muddy pens and weave through agility poles, leap over small hurdles, and sprint through tunnels for the fastest time. Indiana, Ohio has Llama Limbo. Aside from wearing costumes, these tall participants are in high-stake limbo lines in the Indiana State Fair and testing their flexibility as handlers coax them under a progressively lowering bar. Hello, Amy. Hello. Hi. Welcome. Glad you could join us tonight. Leapfrog Dairy Goat Show, Wisconsin, a chaotic and athletic obstacle event at the Wisconsin State Fair where dairy goats and their human handlers must execute synchronized jumps over bales of hay and maneuvers through narrow maze gates together. That's interesting. Human competitions, the mooing line toss in Maine. Contestants at the fair compete to see who can throw a heavy mooring line. I'm sorry, mooring. I thought that was mooing. Oh, she knocked my pillow off. Mooring line in Maine. Okay, sorry. The contestants compete to see who can easily throw a heavy, thick ship mooring rope around a wooden dock post with the highest speed and accuracy. That must be a thing out in Maine. I'm sure they do a lot of sea things in Maine because of their location. Texas has a bubblegum blowing championship. Competitors at the state fair in Texas sit on an open stage with 3 pieces of bubblegum, racing against the clock to stretch, blow, and measure the wildest unbroken bubble. Let's see here. Oh, Indiana has a mullet championship, the high-profile midway contest in Indiana State Fair. The best front party in the front or party in the back and business up front hairstyle. So there's that. Let's see. Weirdest pageant, Mr. and Mrs. Mosquito Legs in Texas. That's a pageant. Texas held the Greatest Texas Mosquito Festival. Contestants skip formal wear to don short shorts. Judges view their bare limbs based strictly on how appealing they look to a small, smug swarm, I guess, a mosquito, to look who has the most prominent mosquito bites. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Miss Hellhole Swamp in South Carolina, a legendary community festival pageant. where contestants compete for a crown named after a murky local bog. So, yeah, these are some of the things that we do here at our fairs. Um, there's Miss Idaho Potato Pageant Queen, Miss Drumstick in Arkansas. Um, let's see, the Frankfurter Queen in Illinois, the Donut Queen in Pennsylvania. Oh wow, the Testicle Festival Sprint in Montana, an infinite angle event where competitors must rapidly consume a massive, heavy platter of deep fried bull testicles. Um, so people actually enter that contest. Roy Oyster Slurp in Louisiana. Let's see, jalapeno endurance race in Wisconsin. A brutal test of digestive pain at the Wisconsin State Fair, where contestants are challenged to chew and swallow as many raw, burning jalapeno peppers as possible. Let's see. When I was a kid, they used to have pillow fight. Oh wow, that's because of safety. No, you know what though, Michelle? Everything changed because of safety, right? I mean, everybody. It's a pillow fight on a log. I mean, I guess you could hit your head on a log, right? But seriously, like, I mean, how much fun would that be? How much? I mean, not hitting your head on a log, but like doing the pillow fight. Um, let's see. Oh God, the butter sprint. Um, it is a challenge where competitors race against each other to swallow a solid, heavy stick of room temperature butter with no water allowed to assist. Now, who in the hell would come up with? I mean, I'm assuming you'd have to have a medic on the floor for something like that. Um, but I'll just do a few more of these, and then we're off to our Tuesday show, and I'll leave you guys to the rest of your Friday evening of fun. But well, California has I hate this. I've seen this before, and I hate this. California has the world's ugliest dog contest. I hate that, and they have these poor little jacked up little dogs, and because I'm sorry, everybody's dog is beautiful to them, right? But California has the world's ugliest dog, and the taking home is usually $5,000 in prize. So as they make fun of your little dog, I guess at least you could take the $5,000 and treat it to a pup cup. And well, there probably are. You're probably right about that, Michelle. There probably are some ugly dogs out there. There's a king and queen elephant pageant. It's a large scale beauty pageant featuring majestic elephants fully dressed in these elaborate makeup and painted nails and beautiful. I bet that's beautiful to see. That's in Nepal. King and queen elephant contest. There's a royal camel beauty pageant in Saudi Arabia, a massive long festival where billions and billions of dollars are at stake. State camels are judged on incredibly strict criteria, including their shape, their noses, their lips, their height, their humps, and fluffiness of their coats. That's interesting. What would make you do? What, the ugly dog contest would make you sick? Well, some of them are really bad. Some of them are really bad, but whatever. So, anyways, but we are at our end of our hour. I so much appreciate everybody stopping by and having some fun with us tonight. I will let you know how Barry Manilow is on Sunday, and then Tuesday, Pet Loss Tuesday, where we will have Mary the Medium, and if anybody has a pet that is passed, send me their picture, and I will send it to Mary and see if she can what she can see from the picture of your pet. So please feel free to do that. If Pardon My Frenchie, this is thank you, Aaron. Pardon My Frenchie, this is me at yahoo.com. is the email address. Email a picture of your dog, and I can send it to Mary and see if she can pull up some stuff on it on Tuesday. It'll be a lot of fun from 7 to 8. Again, appreciate you guys so much. Are you hungry? Oh, you have a wonderful night too, Erin. Thank you. I know, right? I can't wait to have the fair food tomorrow. That's what I'm excited for. Have the fair food and have a nice Saturday off and maybe do some bowling. I don't know, because the co-producer wants to go bowling. So we'll probably be doing that sometime tomorrow night. The Berry Mantle on Sunday, fair tomorrow, and I'll let you know if I tried any of these new food dishes. And I'll take some pictures and send it back. So have a wonderful night. Be safe. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you for spending part of your Friday evening with the dogs and I. We appreciate you very, very much. If you don't have friends, you have one now. You mean the world to me. Thank you. And we will see you on Tuesday. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Be careful this weekend. Stay safe. See you later. Bye.